31. So we enter the 30s and it's all about creation. And in day 30 we looked at compassion for our story. And when we have compassion for our story, we begin to understand what we're creating and where we're creating it from, and most likely unconscious. So day 31, 33, 4 is about foundations, so creating foundations. So our creations become our foundations. And once we realise this and we have compassion for our story and we utilise the that process of becoming more aware, then we begin to create differently. We begin to create different foundations. So the 3 and the 1 is beginning to create differently. So seeing from compassion to our story that we have different options, that we can make different choices, we can choose different places, we can choose different objects, we can choose different people. I did pop backwards then. Okay, so we can choose differently. We're always in a position to create. We're always in a position to make different choices. We don't have to stay in the place that we've been. And similarly, if you find yourself in a place that doesn't feel happy, doesn't feel like where you want to stay, and whether you've created it or whether it's a life situation that you're in, it's still the mindset and the ability to create that will be your next chapter. So I'll show you a qigong exercise about creating strong foundations. But just that, realizing on day 31 that we are creating, and when we create consciously and we make decisions that come from the heart, when we realize that our creations are our foundations, what foundations do you want to put down? And then in that moment, however we're feeling, understanding that we always have choices. We always have numerous choices, and we realize now that we can stay stuck in the painful past, or we can stay stuck in the fearful future, or we can have compassion for our story, have a greater understanding of our patterns and maybe why we create unconsciously, or the unconscious place that we create from, and start to do things differently. So baby steps in that awareness, or it might be a big step. It might be a sudden kind of, actually, enough of this. I now feel to create quite a rapid change, a big change, or it might be smaller changes. So tomorrow when we do day 32, we move on to change, but that change comes from a realization of our story, compassion for where we're at, compassion for our patterns, realizing we don't have to keep creating those same patterns, that we don't have to stay stuck, that in each moment we have numerous options, but we have to be aware of that first. We have to be aware that we can do things differently, and then making the decision to take those steps, to be brave, to be fearless, to be self-empowered, to live from the heart, to move through whatever feels uncomfortable, with the realization that your creations are your foundations, and the isness, if it's uncomfortable, do you want to stay there, or do you make those brave steps to becoming more, from having an adventure, having a new adventure, having a new start, and a new creation? Okay, so the qigong exercise, focusing on foundations. I just need this. So remember, the Qigong exercise is about moving the energy and anchoring into those new awarenesses, anchoring into a higher understanding of your choices, your options. Okay, it's the feet together. So always the connection, you know, before we start any of the energetic work, and these are just brief, you know, because of obviously the timing, it's just a brief glimpse, but really important to anchor into the earth, to feel connected at the soles of your feet. So imagining roots like a tree, or just feeling that energy, that connection with all that. I mean, it's a long way to the centre of the earth, you know, all that earth energy, that grounding, reflective yin energy, and the crown of the head being pulled up to the sunshine. And again, it's a long way to the sunshine, but we have that connection, that energetic connection. So in one breath we can connect with the core of the earth, and in one breath we can connect with the sunshine above. And so fingertips out to the side, and just taking a few deep breaths, breathing into your centre, aware of the connection with the earth, aware of the connection with heaven, with the yin and the yang energies, the energies that will replenish you, and the receiving mode, and the energies of courage and expansion. Softening the knees, we step into our Tai Chi stance. Just make sure I've got enough room in it. Okay, and then we'll just turn side to side, because we want some energy. Behind these new foundations. So the energy to create. And so as we just turn side to side, allowing the energy to come up through the bubbling springs, up through the soles of the feet, out through the crown of the head. And just becoming aware of your energetic body, the physical body, but the energetic body too. And so we don't really want to feel sluggish. We want nice, vibrant energy flowing through, assisting. And then just let the arms fold across the lower body, connecting with the breath. Touching the shoulder at the front and the kidneys at the back. Let that energy come up through the legs, up through the body, out through the crown of the head, holding you perfect alignment between heaven and earth, between the yin and yang. To the waist. I mean, just this in an exercise in itself will help to move energy through and help you to feel more vibrant, more alive. And then just tapping in front and behind to the lower dantian, so the lower back, just beneath the belly button. And back to the centre to hold. So we'll start by aligning on one leg, and as we step across, gather in through breathing and breathe out, extend. Breathe in, gather in, breathe in, gather in, breathe out, extend. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, sink, breathe out, lift, extend, strong in your life, breathe in, breathe out, creating strong foundations based on your authentic self, on your true nature. Based on your wisdom that you've gathered so far, your experiences, helping you to create foundations that are in alignment with your heart wisdom, with your purpose. So being able to move and change and create from a new place, from a more conscious place. Breathe in, breathe out. Empowered, breathe in, breathe out. Fearless in your creations, breathe in, breathe out. Knowing that when we create from the heart, we are supported. That things come into our lives to assist that creation because it's coming from a place of authenticity. It's coming from a place of knowingness. Breathe in, gather in. So we're gathering into the heart. We create foundations from the heart centre. Breathe in. Let the heart expand. Let the heart wisdom guide. And then we'll come back to the centre. And just relax here, knowing that you have the potential to create the life that fulfills the heart, that fulfills the soul, to really live life. And so we have to, we don't have to, your choice, but in order to live life to the full, we're releasing the past, releasing the future, and taking the appreciation from the past and the wisdom and the lessons and the joys and the experiences, but then knowing that life is forever moving, it's forever changing, and so we want to move with the flow of that, to move with those changes, with those new insights, to keep having adventures. Don't be afraid to have an adventure. Okay, so feet together. And we breathe in, gather. Breathe out, push down to the solar plexus. Breathe in, breathe out, push down to the base. Breathe in, gather. Breathe out, push down to the solar plexus. Breathe in, breathe out, push down to the base. Breathe in, gather. Breathe out, push down to the solar plexus. Breathe in, breathe out, fold in. Right hand first for the ladies, left hand first for the gentlemen. And again, as always, you can just stay here, that energy. I suggest with the creating foundations of this movement that you can do, again, I would say 21. 21's a good number. I will do 21. Okay, and release. Okay, so day 31, so just 2 more days to go. Yeah, just the days are there on YouTube, so if you want to look back at them, or my Facebook page. But for today, just having an awareness that whatever you're creating is laying new foundations.